Hey guys, welcome into another YouTube video. In this video we're going to talk about how I'm choosing the GPUs that I'm buying. So I've currently bought I've got four GPUs in the rig. I have another one that I've ordered that is not yet on the way. I'll talk about the one that's not yet on the way yet. So this one here, it's a RX 6600. You'll see that, so I've put in a little table at the end here is the GPU price on these dates. This is to track like when the prices change. So I only put in the prices if they've changed. So if the most recent one's up to date, then I don't bother putting in the next, putting it in the next column. So for example, the RTX 3090 was on the 18th of the 10th was that price. On the 19th it was still that price, but then on the 22nd when I checked it, had gone up by $50. So I jumped onto PBTech one day and I saw an RX 6600 for $669, and I was pretty confused. It did say that it was in another shopper's basket for a while. I kept refreshing the page hoping that it would drop out of that person's basket if they failed to buy it, and it did, so I was able to buy it for $669. So that GPU has not sent yet. I keep getting an email every day to say, this item is overdue for shipping, we've not sent it yet. And it's sort of feeling like they had a glitch on their end. They had a listed something they didn't have in stock or something, so there's potential that I won't get that GPU, but it did show up and it was a great price, and it is PBTech, like a trusted site, so I put the money in, bought it. If it falls through, it is what it is, but I mean, if I get a 6600 which can do 6600 can do 29 mega hash on 40 watts, that's outrageously efficient for $669. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, hoping that comes through. I have updated all these numbers to the current prices, just so it makes it a lot easier to compare. So I've done a lot of changes to this table actually. If I chuck in on the RX 6600, I'm going to change the number here to 669 just to get the numbers that I was working off of. But then, so when I hit enter on that one, it's going to update it here, which is also going to update it all the way across here, and we should see these numbers here change. So we'll use this far right column just for ease of use. So this is based on the theory that Ethereum is $4,150, and so the payoff for this card is $258 days at a price of $849. So if I hit enter right now, it goes down all the way to 204. So as you can see, that's an outrageous difference to the next one being 240. So yeah, when I saw that pop up and it was at that price, I just had to buy it. Even if it doesn't come through, well, I'll just get my money back from PB and find the next one. Yeah, a lot of the prices have been changing from where I bought them. I am going to change that back because you can no longer buy them at that price, so update that. If we look at the 3060 Ti, so I bought my one for $1,049, the first one. So if we look here, so it's currently on Ethereum, it's a 272 day payoff, which just jumped down to 253. So that just got a whole lot lower than it was. Obviously still not the lowest one. As I've previously said in other videos, the 6600 XT is slightly better payoff time, although that also has gone up in price. It was 850 that I bought mine for. It's now at 899. So just gotta kind of keep looking at all the GPUs, find out what prices they're going for, and then chuck them into the table, see where they then rank in the system. So like right now at current prices, the 6600 XT is the best buy, with the next one being 1660 Super. I'll also mention, so I've added these 3 GPUs onto the table. They are 6GB cards, and I'm not the biggest fan of buying like older cards and like the more outdated cards, and the 6GB cards especially. So the reason for that is that all the coins require a certain amount of memory in the graphics card in order to hold the required info to mine the coins. And if you have less than 8 gig, I feel like you're not really future-proofing yourself for how big the files are going to get, because obviously they get bigger over time. So yeah, I went for 8GB cards pretty much across the board. But then more recently, it's been coming out with the LHR unlocks. There's a T-Rex miner unlock where it allows you to dual mine coins, which if you have a 12GB card, or sorry, anything over 8GB card, I believe, can dual mine Ravencoin and Ethereum, which are the 2 coins that I'm most interested in mining. Also Ergo and Ethereum. I believe there was like 1 or 2 coins you could dual mine with 8GB card, but I believe the best ones, you required a 12GB card because you got to hold 2 like blockchains in the memory at once. So yeah, that's why I kind of thought it'd be a good idea to start getting some 12GB cards, like a 3060 LHR. I bought my one for $899 plus shipping, which ended up being $907.50, I believe. And then immediately after I bought that card, the website put the price up to $909. Like literally immediately after, like my buy triggered the website to change the price, and that was pretty weird. I'd never seen that before, but I guess that's a thing that happens. What website was it actually? First Wave Technologies. So yeah, 3060 here, 12GB LHR card. So it's now 909. It was 899 when I bought it. Yeah, I mean, doesn't matter to me because there's a buy limit of 1 per customer, so can't buy any more. Although there's ways around that. Yeah, this is my mining at the moment. So you can see these are the 4 cards that I got in. 2 3060 Ti's at 44. Oh, I'm pretty sure I showed this before, but yes, something that I found pretty interesting. If we jump out onto the 3-day chart, so you'll notice this is all like quite variable in here with the power and the hash rate. So I chucked in another GPU just here. So obviously rig went down when it came back, hash rate was higher. I have no idea what that little bit is there, GPU not working or something. But yeah, just mining along here, and then I was looking at some stuff online that was saying could get potentially slightly better hash rate with T-Rex miner or LOL miner. So I thought I'd give them a go. I chucked in LOL miner first, updated the flight sheet, and bam, everything just went flat line, and like it was outrageous because before it was like so variable. It was like 3060 Ti's were jumping, like they'd go as low as like 30 mega hash, and then they'd jump all the way back up to like 44. and like that was an outrageous swing. Like obviously the LHR unlocks like doing its thing, but that was a bit too much. So it meant like my average was lower, but yeah, now it's doing a lot better because it's nice and consistent around that 155 mega hash for the whole rig currently with the 4 GPUs in it. Hopefully that'll be up a bit more when I get one more GPU in there. Probably one thing to kind of note is that the 6600 XT did go down slightly on LOL Miner. It was like 32.8 I believe I was getting before, and now it's around 31.5 to 32 ish. But considering everything else is like way higher and consistent, it does not matter at all. Super happy with those numbers, and yeah, real consistent. They were all over the place before. And yeah, you can see my unplayed balance here, and yeah, all my stats. You can see my computer here is still running. Obviously the hash rate's terrible right now because I'm recording a video. Yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to show. This chart updated. I have also made this this chart a bit more intuitive, so there's stuff on here that you can change, like this whole section here is like a rig cost and how much you make from it. You can change the number of GPUs in the rig now, because I was looking at other sized rigs, so like a 12 GPU rig, you can chuck that in. If you had like 12 3060 Ti's and Ethereum was 3,800, then you'd be making about $44.70 a day at the current rates. And at current prices you'd be paying around $14,500, which is quite a lot of money. But yeah, you can use this table for that. Also I made these like highlighted parts, I made them automatic, so the top 4 cards for Ravencoin and the top 4 cards for Ethereum are highlighting green, and then the bottom 50% or the worst half are highlighted in red. So yeah, the middle ones are just white. Now you will notice that this one here is red, while this one, like these two, aren't red. So that's basically because I've like highlighted these and then sorted them like top, or sorry, it'll be the bottom one. So bottom, well technically because the numbers are higher, it had to be top 50%, so the highest 50% of these numbers. So what that means is that the higher Ethereum goes, the less the efficiency of the card matters. So technically, if Ethereum goes up, it's like some cards would switch which ones are more profitable. So if Ethereum's 3k, like the 3060 Ti is less profitable because it's less efficient and the power cost affects it more. Whereas if Ethereum goes up to 3.8k, then the cost of your power is like less important. It's a smaller figure relative to the amount of Ethereum you're getting. So yeah, I don't know if it's probably really difficult to understand. It just gets more and less efficient depending on the price of Ethereum. So that's why that's different. But yeah, it doesn't really matter. Look at the green ones. Green ones are good. That said, I probably wouldn't be buying any of the 6 GB cards unless, you know, I had a couple of rigs already set up, and I don't intend to do more than a couple of rigs, so not sure why I haven't put those on here, but like it's there for comparison. If you did want to get 6 GB cards, you can. Obviously I'll put the link to this file down in the description, so you guys can all chuck in your numbers. If you can get these cards for other prices, you know, you can edit the price. If a lot of these numbers here, like the Raven coin per day, will be out of date, like they change day to day, so you might need to go over to what to mine, chuck in these two numbers into what to mine, and then you'll find this number, and that's based on the difficulty, like the mining difficulty at the time. So if there's more miners on the system, then this number will be less, essentially. Yeah, I've still got the power set at 26 cents per kilowatt hour. And yeah, the rest is pretty like intuitive. You can change a lot of the stuff and it automatically updates across the board. These numbers here are all just equal to the numbers up here, so if you're changing any of them, just change this top table, the Raven coin table. But the rest of the ones, like all the table, you like change down here. Yeah, so it's pretty much all in there. What else have I got? The prices that I paid for those GPUs, I already told you, but they are there, 907.5 and 669. And yeah, that's about it. Also, I can't remember if I said it in the previous video, but the 3060 that I bought, they are capable of dual mining Ethereum with Ravencoin or Ethereum and Ergo. I did the math for Ethereum and Ergo, and it's actually 23% more profitable to mine or dual mine Ethereum with Ergo than it is to just mine Ethereum. But you also have to consider, because that doesn't take into account like gas costs or anything, so you have to consider you'd be selling 2 coins, and that means you'd have 2 transactions and all that. So I actually don't know the gas costs of Ergo, but presumably they're fairly high because that's how we make our money mining. So yeah, not too sure how it would turn out into actual like cash in hand, but that's why I've got a 3060. You know, I can potentially try it out if I want to, especially if I get more 3060s. But when I go to buy more cards in the future, I'll just be coming back to this table, seeing what the prices are. I do keep an eye on the prices, like I have a look like every couple of days or so, and see what's gone up, what's gone down. If something's gone down, like that 6600 card, I'll buy it. Or if something's like the 3060, when I bought the 3060, I bought it because it was the only card that hadn't gone up. All the other cards that I was looking at, like the 6600 XT, went up from 850 to 899. It actually went up to 929, and then I found another one for 899, so it came back down. So yeah, the 3060 stayed at 899, but the 3060 Ti went up from 1049 to 1079 to 1129. I did buy one for 1049 and 1079, but I'm not willing to go all the way up to 1129. That's a bit much for me. So yeah, I'll just be punching the new numbers in and doing the math, seeing which one pays itself off the fastest, basically, and also kind of checking that it has some sort of capability of mining another coin, preferably Ravencoin, but if not, like the 3060 can dual mine Ergo and stuff. So yeah, just trying to look for other ways that I can still utilize the card after Ethereum is no longer mineable, because I'm not going to be able to break even before, probably not going to be able to break even before Ethereum moves to proof of stake. So I need to make sure that I'm actually capable of mining something else after that. Otherwise, I will never break even. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for this video. So yeah, cheers for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe to support the channel. Have a great day. See ya.